Good morning and welcome to the Utopian Cafe for Monday, August 9th. We are winding down. We've got 42 games left in the universe. We're 114 down, 42 left. So we're gonna quickly preview the next 4 days. I've got updated power rankings, and then we'll share what the Xbox games are going to be over the next 4 days. So let's, today we'll start with the power rankings. Right now we've got, we're going to look at the bottom 9 teams. So right now at 32, we actually have 4 teams right now that have identical records for the worst record in the universe. So we've got 32, we've got Kansas City. They sit at the bottom of the South Division. They're 20 games out. There's quite a lot of separation between them and the 7th place team in the South. This is a team that actually won the South Division last year. They got swept in the South Division Championship by Atlanta. They've seemed to really struggle in the last probably month and a half. They actually had a positive run differential not even that long ago, but right now they're the 32nd team. They actually just got swept by Florida. Kansas City Royals at 32. The Diamondbacks are at 31. The Mariners at 30. The Brewers are at 29. They've moved up a couple. They actually just swept the Cubs. So they're at 29. Cubs at 28. Expos at 27. The Yankees at 26. They actually moved up 6 spots, the Yankees, from 32. They actually just swept the Blue Jays. 25, the Rockies, and then at 24, we got the Mets. The next 9, we've got the Twins at 23. Houston 22. They're up a couple spots. They just swept Durham in Durham, and Durham came in with the best record at home in the universe. The Phillies, after their free fall of 9 straight losses, they've won the last 2, but they're at 21. The Orioles at 20. Cardinals at 19. We've got the Nationals at 18. Texas at 17. The Angels at 16, and then the Dodgers hanging around at 15. Our next 9, we've got the Marlins at 14. Oakland at 13. The Red Sox at 12. The Tigers at 11. The White Sox at 10. Tampa Bay at 9. Durham, despite getting swept, they're number 8. I think before they got swept by Houston, they had won 6 straight. And then the West leaders, the Giants at 7 and the Padres at 6. So that brings us to our top 5. Number 5 is a bit of a surprise, but they've lost 5 straight games. They were our number 1 team for about 2 months. Pittsburgh Pirates, they just got swept by Cincinnati at home. They've lost 5 in a row. They've lost, I believe, 7 of 8. They start a series with the Twins tonight, but the Pirates at number 5. They're still a very good team. They're just struggling as of late. Number 4, we got the East leading Toronto Blue Jays. They've actually also lost 5 straight themselves. They got swept in Yankee Stadium. Let me try to think who they play this week. It's just not coming to me. Oh, they play the Orioles in Baltimore. So the Blue Jays at Baltimore. That series actually kicks off tomorrow. Number 3, we've got the Braves. The South leading Braves lead the division by 6 games. Last year's Utopian Baseball Universe champions. They're at number 3. And then the top 2 teams call Ohio home. Number 2, the Cincinnati Reds. Last year, again, in the Utopian Baseball Universe Championship Series, They're just a game back of the Cleveland Indians, who are our number one team. Indians, by the way, start a series at Wrigley Field today. That will be our Xbox game today, about, I don't know, 2 o'clock or so. Indians at Cubs, and that's going to be Addie Joss versus Kerry Wood. No Xbox tomorrow. No Xbox on Wednesday. I think for the foreseeable future, maybe for the next month or so, we won't have Xbox games on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll probably pick up the daily Xbox again once the season starts to wind down. We'll have some special presentations, and definitely throughout the playoffs, we'll have daily Xbox. But we'll have that one game today, Cubs and Indians, and then or Indians Cubs, I should say, and then no Xbox tomorrow or Wednesday, and then Thursday afternoon we're going to have the Blue Jays and Orioles, and that's going to be. I'm trying to think of the pitching matchup here. I have no notes. I'm not in front of my computer. I try to do these shows outside now. I believe that's Juan Guzman versus Mike Cuellar. So looking forward to presenting those for you today. Again, and I don't have the full schedule for this week, but off the top of my head, I know the Mets are facing the Red Sox. That series kicks off today. Tomorrow we've got Tom Seaver versus Smokey Joe Wood. That should be a really good one. We are going to be celebrating at 3 o'clock today the 1950 World Series as the Phillies travel to Yankee Stadium. And that's going to be Grover Cleveland Alexander for the Phillies, Andy Pettitte for the Yankees. Tonight, the Brewers travel to Detroit. So we got Cecil Fielder versus Prince Fielder. Rob Deere returns to Detroit. That's going to be Juan Nieves versus Bill Foster tonight. Teddy Higuera versus Jack Morris tomorrow. So a lot to look forward to. We've got, again, a week from today, our trivia final, August 16th. That's going to be a Monday night at 8 o'clock. Greg Maternowski, Madison McIntyre, Tim St. Clair, James Silverglad, Geeker Cruzen, and Brett Bamford will compete for a $50 gift card. The trivia has already been written. It's the exact same format, 9 innings. Each participant will get one question an inning, and then whoever has the top score at the end is the champion. This will be the last tournament in this format in the universe. Well, we're definitely going to have trivia in the future for sure. And again, the idea I have for next season is not a tournament per se, but a weekly show where we have a fan of 2 teams compete, and the prize each week is a win in the Utopian for your team. So, for example, and I'll just pull from the 6 gentlemen I just mentioned, if I were to get Greg Maternowski and Tim St. Clair on a show competing against each other, it would be during a day that the Brewers and Mets play each other, and whoever wins that day will actually reveal a box score. And the winner of trivia will benefit from that box score. So I think that's a fun twist on trivia. I still plan on doing something in the off season. Maybe not a full tournament, but I like to bring back some of the all-stars, if you will. Bring back a J.D. Schloss, bring back a Mitch Nellis, and Andrew Pfeffer, and compete maybe against some of the finalists that are competing on Monday. So more details on that as we get a little bit closer. Today at 7:30, so in about 15 minutes or so, I will be a guest in the Baseball A Way of Life podcast with Sam Phillips. I'm sure we're going to talk about the Mets, who are now a third place ball club instead of a first place ball club. We'll also preview the next 4 days in the Utopian on that show. So again, if you're not a member of Baseball A Way of Life, please join. It's a great group. Stan Phillips is the admin. He does scheduled content pretty much every hour on the hour. There's something new to discuss. Very interactive. 10,000 members strong. That's Baseball A Way of Life on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So join me in about 15 minutes in Baseball A Way of Life. Someone likes the hat. Yeah, this is one of my older ones, actually. This is, you can actually, if we pull in there, you can see the sweat. This was actually a little trivia. This was the first fitted hat I ever bought. So, I don't know if you can see that. I'm not a big fan of the fitted hats because my hair gets out of control, and this one's actually kind of a little tight right now. But I've always enjoyed this logo. So thank you to Facebook user for the compliment on the Baltimore hat. I'd like to get more Baltimore. This is my only Orioles hat. I do have a St. Louis Browns hat, but I'd like to get maybe an all black one, maybe an all orange one. But this is definitely one of my favorites. All right, guys. So again, Indians and Cubs from Wrigley Field today. I'll have to think of a seventh inning stretch. We've done Willie from Alf. We've done Tom Waits. So we'll try to figure that out. So again, join me in about 15 minutes on a Baseball A Way of Life. And for that Xbox game this afternoon, I don't know, 2 o'clock or so. And we'll see you later. Have a good one.